Now there's my first sheet of gold plate, and I'm going to cut it in half so I don't get any waste. I'm a very poor scissor. I'll have to get a better pair of scissors for the next one, but you'll see what I'm doing anyway. And that, when it's ready, is going to go on here. Right, I'm going to put that on there, but it's not ready yet, so it still needs about another 10 minutes. So we'll be back then. Now we're ready for that magic moment whereby I can put this gold leaf on here and it should stick to it. Oh, that looks nice actually. Oh, look at that. It's going easier than I thought actually. That does look good. That's, oh, look at that. That's two sides done. Come on, turn around, babe. Here we go. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Right, that piece is gone. Get another piece now and just finish it off. Well, this is my first ever attempt at this, and I'm really pleased. I think it's gone really well. That's real gold on there now. Just see if there's any little bits I've missed anywhere. Just keep dabbing it on there. I'm supposed to do it with the brush, I think. But hey, if it works, doesn't it? Compare it with one of the others, right, and you see the difference. That's real gold, that's gold paint. So I might just finish it off with a brush. That makes sense, just to check it's gone into, because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies on this. 3 sides, 4 sides. That was really easy. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than that. You know what, that's a great result as well, that. I really like it. Right, so on with the others now. And I might just go into fast mode to get the others done. We'll see. Now that didn't take too long, did it? So what I'm doing now, I'm just finally touching up any little bits that I can see that I've missed. And that's all 4 tops done then. So I'm really pleased with how it's gone. I didn't think it would be that easy actually. It's just a case of being careful and making sure, putting them in the shade, and they look a little bit different in the shade. So you've got to use that to your advantage. Make sure you get all the little bits, everything covered before that size sets. Yeah, I can just see little tiny bits. But we're almost there. I'm happy with that now. Jobs are good, and as they say. Moving on to the little statues next. And there we go. All 4 done, all nice and shiny. Now that we got all the capitals done, that's a fancy name for the top of the columns, I've got to concentrate on these figures now. So that's going to be my next step. I'm not going to show it you all because it's just the same procedure, but I'll show you a little bit of the gold leaf, and it's a bit of a bigger area, and I've never tried that before, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you informed with that one. As you can see, I'm going over the whole of the model now with the sizing, doing the front and the back, and I'm going to come back to you when I've got it all covered. And I've waited half an hour for it to stick a little bit. It'll be interesting to see how that, whatever it is there, there's some kind of an imperfection or something. We'll see how that covers with gold leaf. Okay, I'll be back in half an hour anyway. I'm just going to keep completing this off, and then I'll be back with you. Well, I'm now ready. The half hour's gone, and I've got the gold sheets ready cut. These are much better quality than the other ones that I had, so let's see how this little exercise goes now. I'm going to start with this lot. Oh dear, I've got 2 there. Didn't know that. I'll have to put one down. Pick 2 up at once. At least that means I've got more than I thought I had. Okay, here we go. Oh, you can see the immediate effect it has on it. Look at the shininess on it right away, and all I've done is touch it there. It's marvellous stuff, this. You just got to make sure that you're putting the gold. See that? All over there now. Make sure you get it rubbed in properly, and you can see it shining right away. Who says all that glitters is not gold? They're lying, because this is glittering alright. And then I'm going to use the brush again, pick up these bits of gold here and fill them into all the little cracks that I haven't got into there. So I'm gonna complete this, and then I will show you the finished article when it's done. You don't need to see all of this palaver all the time. Well, it's finally done. I'm going to put it up nearer the light so you can see it in its full beauty. Look at that now. And look at the, if I can get it, it's very hard to hold. There we are. Look at the shield at the back. It had that imperfection in it. and it's totally covered it. I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to do the final one now. You don't need to see that, the procedure's exactly the same. So then we're all up to date with it, and I am really pleased with the outcome, really pleased. If I just hold them together there, you can see the difference. The one on the left I've still got to complete. The one on the right is done. Look at the shine on it. Beautiful. Okay, the next step then. I've got all of the gold leafing completed now. So now I've got to do something with these brass bits here. As you can see, they're filthy. They don't look like brass, do they? They're all tarnished. And I've been reading up about it. There's all sorts of household ingredients that you can use for cleaning brass. In the old days we used to have brass ore, but apparently you can use ketchup and tomato juice will clean it, lemon juice and salt, vinegar and baking soda, vinegar and salt, toothpaste apparently, and Coca-Cola. It's been known for a long time Coca-Cola is not good for you, because if it can act like an acid off brass, then it's not very good for your stomach, is it? Anyway, and what I'm going to try is some baking soda. I've got some baking soda here, not baking powder, this is baking soda. It's a new packet, so I'm going to put some in my container here. You're supposed to make like a paste out of it, so I don't know how much I'm going to use. That should be enough. I want enough to soak it in actually, because I want to leave it for about half an hour. So I've got some white vinegar here. Don't know whether malt vinegar or white vinegar will do. Oh, it's bubbling up right away. Look at that, it's like Alka-Seltzer, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. You see that? Look at that. Anyway, oh, it's gone down now. I'll put a little bit. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stir it up with my handy stirrer. It's really bubbling away. And I'm just going to drop these things in. There's 4 bottom bits and there's 4 top bits. And I'm going to leave those now soaking for a good half hour. You can see it's acting on it already, look, it's bubbling. So there's some action, there's some chemical action going on there. And so I'm going to leave that for half an hour and we'll take a look at it when it's done its business. Okay, these have been in a good half hour now, so I'm going to take them out. Let's have a look at it. First impressions. Not that impressed, to be honest. Doesn't look that it's not shiny inside. Outside very tarnished. So I'm just going to take all these out. Put them on a piece of paper towel there, let them dry. Might have to try something else with this. I'm not happy with that so far. Let's get another piece of paper towel and we'll just try cleaning one. No, not as good as I want that, so I'm going to have to try a plan B. Not happy with that at all. It just looks like tarnished brass, so we're not happy with that. We'll think of something else. Okay, I'm now on plan B. What I've done, I've mixed some tomato ketchup and some salt and some lemon juice in there. Made it a little bit of a mixture and I'm just swishing these around in it. So I'm going to leave that. Again, I'm going to give it half an hour, see what happens with it, and then we'll come back and we'll see if that's had any effect on it. You know what, I think it's going to be Coca-Cola that does the job. I just got a feeling. I don't know. I'm going to try that next. Anyway, there's attempt number 2. Well, I've got to admit it's come up a lot better than the other attempt. So the ketchup won all the way along. So it's a little bit late now. So tomorrow I'm going to try it in some Coca-Cola and we'll see what that does. It's not shiny brass yet, but it's getting there. So I'm quite pleased with that. It can always be a contrast to the gold. Well, this is how they turned out, and like I say, I'm not overly happy with it, so I'm going to try Coca-Cola. This is the version 3 now. We'll see how that turns out. So I've got everything ready in the container now. All I got to do now is to put the Coca-Cola on. So let's get on with that. I'm just going to cover it in Coke. I'm going to leave that maybe overnight even. See what happens. It's actually bubbling, so there must be a chemical reaction happening somewhere. There's only one problem now. I don't like wasting stuff. What am I going to do with the Coca-Cola? Oh, you see, I used to be a Boy Scout. Always be prepared. That's my motto. So let's get this thing on the road, and we'll have to have a rum and coke, won't we? Definitely don't want any alcohol abuse in this house. So there we are, and we'll come back in the morning and we'll see how that's developed.